And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to race number 4 of the MFNPRA Coca-Cola Custom Car Series. We're going to probably be having a few more of these come out a little bit sooner than they have due to the fact that I've been trying to get the NSCRA races over with because Season 1 is just at the end. We just actually finished up the Oreo Truck Series. We still got the Mobile One Cup Series and the Snickers Cup Series last races to do. But anyway, we've got the MFNPRA back here, and we are preparing for an exciting event here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Now, here's the way that it looks right now. Brandon Gonzalez, after his win last week, he ends up coming in as the point leader by 8 points over second place Riley Caves in the standings, and then it's a three-way tie for third. Third right now being posted third is Amy Nathan, who's actually going to roll off fifth here today. Fourth is going to be the car of fourth in the standings, rather. I'm sorry, I'm a little off focus here. Fourth in the standings is Johnny Gardner, who took the win at Daytona. He is 12 points back as well, and then 12 points back in the fifth position would be the race car of Lisa Shears, and then we got Dougie Shears. He's in the sixth position, but quite an interesting event that we are going to have here today, as we've got Jake Cole on the pole for today's event, alongside the Philip Stiller machine. Then we got Christian Janes alongside Jack Nathan. Then it's Amy Nathan there, who we mentioned is third in the standings, alongside Jacob Gonzalez. Then it's Dylan Schwallenberg, Dougie Shears, James McLeod, and I believe that's Matthew Rodriguez there, completing the top 10. Well, so far we have had 3 different races, 3 different winners. We had Johnny Gardner take the win at Daytona. We had Riley Caves take the win at Rockingham. We had Brandon Gonzalez take the win at Las Vegas. Will we have a 4th winner here at Atlanta? I don't know. It'll be very interesting to see if that does happen. So the pace car will peel off as the cars have hit turn number 4. They're racing at Atlanta here today in the Sprint Cup Series. Carl Edwards is currently leading, but here today it is the MFNPRA Coca-Cola Custom Car Series Race 4 at Atlanta getting underway. Green flag is out. We got 65 laps of racing here today at this racetrack, which I believe is 1.540 miles around. Be interesting to see if Jake Cole can stay out in front, or will these guys be able to run him down. Amy Nathan there, 12 points back in the standings to leader Brandon Gonzalez. She is on that inside line just behind Christian James. Be interesting to see if she'll be able to keep up this consistency. Actually, I was really surprised. She was actually, I think, 2 laps down in one event and ended up coming back to finish on the lead lap. I'm not exactly sure how she did that, but anyway, she did, and she is up in the top 5 in the standings as Jake Cole pulls out to quite a lead over the rest of the pack. Look at Christian James back in this mess. Amy Nathan, Dylan Schwallenberg, Jack Nathan rather. All 3 wide here. Jack Nathan getting the short end of that stick, if you will. Oh, look at Philip Stiller, who started on the outside of the front row. He's getting shuffled to the back. So is Christian James. Here's Alex Filter coming up. Apparently, he's made quite a name for himself over in the MFNPRA Holiday Inn Cup Series over on NYY Force 20's channel. And we're waiting for him to show that kind of dominance here in this series, and looks like maybe he's trying to prove that here today. He's currently running pretty well, and how about this guy back here who really needs a good run? That's Timmy Pacioli there in the 5 car. I believe he's got 3 straight DNFs in that Ream Chevrolet, so he really is looking for a good run here today. Currently in the top 10, he crosses the line that time, I believe, in, well, they're saying 38th, but he actually is 5th. Okay, there we go. We're having some problems with our scoring monitor for some reason. And now he's slid on by. I think he's in the 3rd position because, yeah, Jake Cole is the leader. Alex Filter is there in 2nd. And Timmy Pacioli's going to challenge him for that spot. Seeing a few drivers up at the front that we haven't really been able to observe very much this year. Jake Cole, Timmy Pacioli, Alex Filter upcoming as well are the STP Chevrolets of Matthew and Jacob Rodriguez. James McLeod coming up in the picture. They're 4 wide back there for a moment, but they settle it out. You got to wonder if there's going to be a caution that's going to come out here at some point, because these guys are racing pretty hard, but I am noticing they are giving each other quite a little bit of room here through the turns. Maybe they don't want to push the issue and end up causing a big wreck. That'd be actually very smart if they did that. Well, Timmy Pacioli is closing in on the Jake Cole machine. This would be actually the first challenge that Jake Cole has received for the lead, and Pacioli's going to just barrel it down there into turn number 2. And he's alongside for the top spot. Can he get it here in turn 3? He has that inside line. It's the preferred line here at Atlanta, and Pacioli will use that inside line to take over the top spot. But it would really help turn around the season for the number 5 team if he could get the win here today. Pacioli's just been having a really tough time early on in this season, but he could get back into contention with a win. But Jake Cole is not going to go away quietly here. He comes back to the inside for the lead. Jake Cole to the inside here in turn 3, using the same thing Pacioli used against him, against Pacioli. And Pacioli is going to lose the lead. Look at Clive Burr coming up through the field there. He's battling it out for the 3rd position right now with the Matthew Rodriguez machine. There's Clive Burr in the 96 car. Violet Fox there in the top 10. She had that top 10 run, I believe it was a 2nd place finish at Daytona. And now she's running up there pretty nicely. Filter trying to come back up to the front. He's gone down to the inside of James McLeod. And Pacioli's back for the lead again. These guys continuing to swap that top spot around. But this time, it doesn't look like he was able to make the move. And here comes Clive Burr down to the inside to take over that spot. So it looks like Jake Cole is going to take over the lead. Clive Burr moves Timmy Pacioli back to the 3rd position. Burr moves into 2nd. There he is in the Pepsi Max Dodge. Haven't talked much about Clive Burr this year. He's kind of pretty much around mid-pack as far as the standings are concerned. But you know, there are a lot of guys we haven't really talked about. Seems like this whole season so far has pretty much been around Johnny Gardner, Riley Caves, Brandon Gonzalez, and maybe you can even throw in Amy Nathan in there. But there are quite a few drivers we have not talked about this season, and a few drivers up here such as Clive Burr, Timmy Pacioli, and leader Jake Cole are a few of them. Well, speaking of Brandon Gonzalez, our points leader, let's see where he is running right now, the 24 car, as this battle continues on for a second between Clive Burr and Timmy Pacioli. Brandon Gonzalez is back here behind Riley Caves, 2nd in the standings, 8 points back. He will bypass her, it looks like, as he's in the 23rd position right now, according to our scoring monitor. And now it says he's in the 25th position, so I guess that's where he actually is. And you can see up ahead of him is Johnny Gardner, just ahead of Gardner is Lisa Shear, so quite a few of the top 5 in the standings running around here in the 20s to mid-20s. One that I am not seeing is the car of Amy Nathan, who comes in tied for 3rd in the standings. She's running right there. Oh, yeah, okay, she's right around Lisa Shears and Johnny Gardner, running currently in the 15th position. Look at this gaggle of cars back here. Wow. You know, I'm impressed the way these guys are not wrecking each other. But look at Amy Nathan way up on the high side. So is Filter. They're almost 4 wide going into turn 4 there. Close quarter racing. They are 4 wide. Up here around Johnny Gardner and Lisa Shears and John Worry, they are 4 wide. Look at them back here. Nearly 4 wide again coming off that corner. Going back up to the front, though, Jake Cole still continues to lead this race, I think. Nope, he just got bypassed. Clive Burr is the new leader. Jake Cole must have entered the turn wrong or something, slid up the racetrack, and Clive Burr has taken over the top spot. Now a battle on for 2nd. James McLeod and Timmy Pacioli battling it out there, and here comes the GM Ford of, that would be Todd Nathan. John Brace suddenly up there with a picture as well. A lot of these drivers that you're seeing here in this event here, you're going to be seeing them in Season 2 of the NNSCRA races, the Oreo Truck Series, Mobile Cup Series, and Snickers Cup Series. They'll be coming in as rookies. I believe James McLeod is coming in as a rookie. Also, John Brace is coming in as a rookie. And, of course, you'll be seeing Timmy Pacioli and Jake Cole, who are NNSCRA regulars in those series as well. Here's Pacioli getting to the inside of Clive Burr now. He was able to make a pass on Jake Cole for the lead. See if he can do it on Clive Burr. He kind of, well, no, Clive Burr was just a little strong off that corner, but Pacioli's going to try again. He got a real good run right there. I could see that there was a little bit of speed difference between himself and Clive Burr, and in turn 1, he's definitely going to be able to take a spot here, and the caution's waving. Caution's out for the first time today. Robert Bann is involved. And our points leader, Brandon Gonzalez, is caught up in it. Arnold Columbia, so is, that's Jacob Rodriguez. Lozano may have gotten a piece of it. Hester may have gotten some of it. I don't know for certain, but let's see why we are underneath the caution flag. Boy, this is big. And the leader is, looks like Clive Burr is the leader officially here. Yep, Clive Burr is the leader as we are under caution on lap 16 of 65. The first caution of the day here at Atlanta, coming out pretty later a little bit later in the race than I expected. Oh, wait a minute. We got pit stops. Pit stops are happening. Clive Burr and James McLeod have decided to come down. Violet Fox and Matthew Rodriguez back there, they're coming down pit road as well. These are scheduled pit stops. Let's go to our pit lane camera view. Some drivers trying to work out some strategy here. Some of them not working out some strategy. Some of them deciding to stay out. But Brandon Gonzalez was caught up in that. So too is Robert Bann. Here comes James McLeod off of pit road. Amy Nathan's on pit road. Here comes right behind him the Clive Burr machine. Looks like Christian James is on pit road. Leaving pit road, there's Matthew Rodriguez. There goes Violet Fox. There goes John Worry. Also on pit road, the cars of Jordan Hester, Lisa Shears, Tom Weekly, Amy Nathan, Kenny McCurry, Riley Caves, Adam Chambers, Nick Eggleston, Alex Lozano, Christian James, and Arnold Columbia all making pit stops here. Now let's see why we were under the caution. Well, here's the contact. Robert Bann just into Arnold Columbia, just a bit up into the 34 of Jacob Gonzalez. And then you're going to see coming up into your screen, there's Brandon Gonzalez in the 24. And yeah, he does make contact with that 06 car. And whoa, Jackson Parker just made it through there. So did Lozano. And it looks like it's a 4-car wreck here in the turn 2 area. Columbia, Bann, our points leader Brandon Gonzalez caught up in it, as well as the race car of Jacob Gonzalez. Let's see what's going to happen with our points leader. Will he be retiring from this race? He took the win last week at Las Vegas. Will he be in the garage area here at Atlanta? Well, the report is that Brandon Gonzalez has taken his race car back to the garage area. Robert Bann has actually returned to the racetrack. That's surprising. But the lead handed over to Timmy Pacioli after a few make some pit stops here for this first caution of the day. Pacioli leads, Jake Cole is second, John Brayson third, fourth is Martin Zakala, fifth is Noel Stiller, and sixth is Jack Nathan. Todd Nathan runs seventh, eighth Johnny Gardner, ninth is Kenny McCurry rather. Then we got Sam Filter, he's in 10th. 11th right now is Logan Wilson. Sean Galligan runs in 12th. 13th is Dylan Schwallenberg. Then we've got Philip Stiller 14th. 15th is Mary Cole. 16th is Alex Filters. 17th is John Dillon. 18th is Dougie Shears. Michael Harvey runs in 19th, and 20th is Jacob Gonzalez. Jackson Parker runs 21st, Jared Crocher's 22nd. And then you've got, I believe these are race cars that actually did make pit stops from, Jordan Hester and James McLeod was the first one to make a pit stop. He's in 24th. 25th is Clive Burr, 26th is Matthew Rodriguez, 27th is Violet Fox, 28th John Worry, 29th is Brian Fleener, 30th is Lisa Shears, 31st position is Tom Weekly, 32nd is Anthony McCurry, then we got Amy Nathan, Riley Caves, Adam Chambers, Nick Eggleston, Alex Lozano, Christian James, Arnold Columbia, Jacob Rodriguez, and Robert Bann still with the hood crunched up there. He is still running on the racetrack. Not certain why he's doing that, but anyway, Pacioli now getting challenged down low here on this restart by the Jake Cole machine, and he's going to take over the top spot there. So it took us 16 laps to bring out our first caution of the day, and we saw some strategy being worked out by some drivers to stay out, some strategy being used by some to get their 4 tires in fuel now, as here comes Pacioli back to the inside of the Jake Cole machine. How about Martin Zakala? Good run today for the 48 car so far. And the 2 Nathans down low, Jack and Todd, they are coming up here, and Johnny Gardner maybe trying to capitalize on a bad day by Brandon Gonzalez. He's there on that inside line. He's running, I believe, unofficially in the 8th position. Well, Timmy Pacioli's got a little bit of real estate, about 1.5 car lengths, as Martin Zakala now dives to the inside of Jake Cole. That's a battle on for the 2nd position. Zakala going by the name of the Silent Sea. And he is going to take that 2nd position away. Here comes Johnny Gardner. We mentioned he was tied for 5th in the standings with Amy Nathan and Lisa Shears, and right now he is the highest running of the top 5 in points. And he is doing a pretty good job of it. Our Daytona 500 winner running in the 4th position. Now closing in on Jake Cole. That would be a challenge for the 3rd spot. And here comes Dylan Schwallenberg out of nowhere. Great run so far for the Sprint Aaron's GoDaddy.com Pontiac. And he is currently running in the 5th position. But here comes Noel Stiller down to the inside for a peek. And how about this guy back here? This guy just seems to always come around near the middle of the race, and then he stays up in the top 10, John Dillon. And we're going to get to see John Dillon full-time over in the NNSCRA. He's been signed to not only a Snickers Cup Series ride, but also a Mobile One Cup Series and a Oreo Truck Series ride. And the caution, I believe, is out again. It is indeed. This time it's for Tom Weekly. Also, Jordan Hester is involved. Nick Eggleston may have gotten a piece of it. Anthony McCurry's got a little bit of damage there. And Robert Bann is slow once again. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Robert Bann's just... Yeah, I think he made another pit stop. But still, the hood is all buckled up on that race car. You have to question what's going on as far as them keeping him there. But let's see if there are any pit stops going on here. Anybody going to come down this time by? Or is pit road even open? Yep, pit road is open. Johnny Gardner is going to be the first of the leaders to pit here. Looks like Todd Weekly is coming down as well. And looks like those are the only two. Everybody else deciding to stay out.